India went down from 200 million. The first figure was, it went down to about 170 million. That means the first estimate was 30 million dead, Hindus dead. The second estimate is that 80 million Hindus dead. And the third estimate is of 100 million Hindus who were slaughtered. Army after army came. We are people who do not, who are most, I would say, gentle. We have karma yoga for those who are action inclined. Like people like Dilip ji, so many of you here, they work through, they worship through their works. And they do that. They follow their dharma, their swadharma, their inner nature. There are those who are emotionally inclined, like Meera, though they have bhakti yoga, karma yoga, bhakti yoga. Those who are intellectual have jnana yoga. Those who are spiritually inclined have siddha yoga. And so many other forms of yoga. Each temperament is different. We recognize the difference between temperaments. But we don't force anybody else to follow our way. We believe in live and let live. You do your worship your way. I go to God my way. And there are as many as are the people, there are paths to God. That's our belief. The fingers of the hands are not equal. Each path, each human being is unique and has his path. But I am very sorry to state, there are a set of religions which have great certitudes. I am right, the rest of you are wrong. And not only are you wrong, I am going to kill you, slaughter you, till you either convert or you pay me a tax. The jizya tax, we remember that. And you see, for centuries after centuries, 8 centuries, you know, the Chinese talk of 1 century of humiliation. 1 century of humiliation. And then they said, never again will we allow this nonsense. And they raised a People's Liberation Army of 4.2 million men. It was the biggest army. And all the people who had conquered them at one time are today under the Chinese jackboot. Where are the Mongolians? Where is Mongolia? Inner Mongolia is part of China. You know, the Uyghurs of Xinjiang, Turkestan, these people had attacked China. Where is Xinjiang? It's being trampled under the Chinese jackboot. They had problems with the Muslims of Xinjiang. You know what the orders there are? No Muslim will have a beard. No woman will wear a burqa. No mosque will have a loudspeaker. Nobody will spill out of the mosques into the roads and streets for prayer. They will change their name to Chinese name. I mean, we are not saying do this. But look at the way a great power behaves. Right? But we are forgiving. After 8 centuries, you know, our cities were burnt. Our temples were destroyed. And our temples were centers of learning like this is here. You know, you can have all your social functions here, and actually in the ancient times, the temples were where the schools were held. The temples were where the pathshalas were. The temples were where the Vedas were taught. And that is how we have continued. Our temples were destroyed and looted. And our women were carried off to be sold into the brothels of Bukhara and Samarkand. We have suffered all that. At least we should have learned from our history to say that this will not stand. This will never happen again. But I'm very sorry to state, instead of that, we have the doctrine of ahimsa. If somebody slaps you on one cheek, put the other cheek forward. I mean, very nice. But if you say that after 800 years of being brutalized, after 800 years of being invaded, raped, destroyed, looted, we were called Sone ki Chiriya. You know, there was so much gold, milk and honey. And by the time the British left, we had famines. In the famine of Bengal, 3 million Indians starved to death. I have photographs which I can show you of those starving people, and there are the vultures, you know, on the walls of the house waiting for them to die. And they are too weak to just shoo the vultures away. They know they'll almost start eating into them even before they die. We have lived through all that. Do we still have to offer the other cheek? That is not being spiritual. That is cowardice. That is cowardice. We are in the temple of Shri Krishna. He was a warrior. We all read the Gita. We all talk about the Gita. Do you know that the Gita is a book written by a soldier, for a soldier, in the middle of a battlefield? We have a great tradition of fighting. We have great warriors like Arjun, like Bhim, like Abhimanyu. Look at their tradition. Like Raja Chola, like the Vijayanagar Empire. Those who were called the five Pandavas of the south. Every part of India has produced great warriors. We have a tradition of fighting. We have a tradition of fighting for what is right, for defending my country, my honor, my mother, my sister. You want to talk of ahimsa? After 800 years of slaughter, do you have some shame? Do we have a sense of self-respect? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that this is a Naya Bharat. This is a new India. A new India has arisen, right? And this is an India that will hit back. That will hit back. I joined the Indian Army in 1971, the year of the Lord 1971. You know what happened in that year? Bangladesh was born, right? And we were still in the Indian Military Academy at Dehradun. You know where this word comes from? Dehradun, Dera Drone. Dera Drone. Etymologically, the word is, Dera means the camp, and Drona, we all know, is Dronacharya, the teacher of the Kauravas and the Pandavas. Look at that coincidence, ladies and gentlemen. 5,000 years ago, where was the training of the Kshatriyas being conducted? In Dehradun. 5,000 years later, where do the officers of the Indian Army train? You know? Dehradun. On that same river Thames. You understand this? On the same river Thames where the Kauravas and the Pandavas learned how to fight with swords and maces and, the Gada and the Tir Kaman, Dhanush Ban. We today learn to fire our rifles and step machine carbines and pistols, right? Look at history repeating itself.